I say bananas, you say peppers, and you guys, it is 2:42, and it is a late time of night when I come here and share with you guys a somewhat frightening and questionable eBay purchase that I have recently made. Oftentimes, I'm like, you know, scrolling the internet as you do when you can't sleep. It's 5 in the morning, you're on eBay, you see an item, and it theoretically sounds like a good idea, and then by the time it arrives in the mail, and I'm like more clear-headed, I'm like, was that such a good idea? Anyway, you guys, if y'all have been subscribed to Graveyard Girl, my main channel, for a millennia now, you may remember I made a whole video talking about how my most favorite, you guys, my most favorite signature scent, the smell that literally gives me life, it's called Estee, and I'm not, this is like so funny that I'm like, my favorite thing in the world that was discontinued, and I don't even know the name of it. My mom and I always call it Estee in a quilted bottle. It is the most calming scent that was ever made, and I'm wondering now, I do love the scent of this, but I think for me, this perfume symbolizes a lot of things. It was one of the first fragrances that my mom owned that I remember just like loving so much and picking it up, and like my mom letting me put it on sometimes myself. So I feel like this was like one of my very first voyages into fragrance, even as a kid. And my mom used to get all of these gift sets of Estee. They made a body powder, a soap, the fragrance spray. They used to make the whole 9 yards. Then it became like my own comfort scent. And the funny thing is like before it was discontinued, my mom like couldn't even really smell it or wear it anymore because somehow like she became like allergic to the scent, but then somehow it transitioned into being like my signature scent. So yeah, like for many, many years, I feel like that was just, and still is, my absolute comfort scent. I think it was also like a comforting thing to me, and I probably said this before, but like I had a real hell of a time going to school basically until I got to junior high. Every day for me was literally like dry heaving, crying until my t-shirt was just soaking wet. School was just a place I did not want to be for a multitude of reasons. And sometimes I would go to the nurse's office and pretend to be sick, and my mom would like rescue me from the nurse's office and take me home, and my mom was always wearing Estee at the time. So I feel like for why is this a 3-minute voyage into my life? So I think around 2011 now, maybe 2012, Estee Lauder sneakily changed the fragrance Estee. I think they basically had to change the entire Estee line, and I think they even said some of their other signature scents had to change as well. They had to be slightly reformulated. That's what I'm saying. There's like Estee in a quilted bottle, there's Estee in a smooth bottle. There was like many versions of Estee, and they all smell like just slightly differently. And yeah, I actually like talked to a rep from Estee Lauder back in the day. They actually said it was like this whole thing that was like happening to the perfume industry. Lots of signature scents had to change, like Chanel No. 5 had to change. I don't remember what the other ones were at the time, but basically some key ingredient had to change. It was like some kind of like oak moss or something, but I guess like due to some kind of like preservation or something, they had to discontinue that. They couldn't harvest it anymore, which is like kind of weird to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like maybe it's just because I don't know anything about anything, but I'm like, dang, like if all of these super famous designer perfume houses like all needed this ingredient for many of their signature fragrances, like isn't it kind of odd that they didn't just like grow a ton of it themselves, of some kind of like moss or whatever is like a key ingredient? Because you guys, they changed an ingredient in Estee, and like literally I can tell such a huge difference between the new Estee, the reformulated Estee, and like classic old bottles of Estee. And you guys, it's starting to get a little concerning to me because honestly, like sometimes I do still spray the precious little bits of classic Estee that I have left over because like basically when they discontinued the scent, I went to an outlet mall and I was like looking at the serial numbers and I was able to get like a stack of like the last pure bottles of Estee that will ever be made. I know this is like a wild and rambly story, but basically like a month or so ago, I came to the conclusion after I had been like over the years buying other perfumes and stuff from Sephora and Ulta and whatever, nothing really hits the same for me as this magical classic Estee scent. And so I just started coming to the conclusion of why even try to find something new? Because people out there still have old vintage bottles of like their grandmother's half sprayed, discarded Estee in a quilted bottle perfume. I will say, I feel like now it would be classified as like a very mature, like grandmotherly scent. That's why I always joke, I smell like your grandma. And so, yeah, I feel like probably there's a lot of grandmas out there. They're chucking out their old bottles of Estee perfume and then people are selling it on eBay. Sometimes it seems like you can get a pretty good deal. A lot of times people are selling it for, I won't say like more than what it's worth, but just the price of like any other premium perfume you would buy out there on the market. So I started browsing on eBay one night because what I was actually looking for is some of the other Estee products, like the soaps, which I'm like, can you use? If it's still wrapped, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you guys, stuff doesn't make any sense because I will be like such a germaphobe and like so grossed out by like some things and then other things I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. Temporarily. So, like I was just saying in my 40-minute long story, my mom used to get these really awesome gift sets around Christmas. And it would have like lots of different Estee products. And one of the super special things that I remember having, it was a very plain looking navy box of Estee powder. And I was like, I wonder if I could find a sealed box, like unused, of Estee powder. And I did. But the other thing that I found was what should be in this envelope from eBay. If only I could get it open, you guys. Oh, here's my Thrift shears. One other thing that I found, because Estee, they probably still do this, Estee Lauder does. Around the holidays particularly, they will take their scents like Pleasures, Beautiful, all that kind of stuff, and they will make special holiday gifts, like not just the gift sets, but also like compacts that you can have engraved. Sometimes they are compacts in the shapes of animals. Sometimes it's like special packaging for the perfume. So I found this thing, which they sent it in a 250 count thread sheet, flat sheet box. What this is, it looks like, and they said it's brand new unused. We're about to see. This literally looks older than me. I think that they said it's from the 80s. It is supposed to be the Estee powder, but it's supposed to be in a special, it looks like a large, like salt shaker. And now that I have it, I'm like, okay, I've just bought a really old glass container of discontinued powder from a stranger on the internet. You know, oh my God, do I smell it from here? Did it bust? Can you imagine? I just go through this whole thing. Anyway, I'm kind of nervous to open this at this point, you guys. And I feel like I've done this once, twice, 3 times. I will buy something. I'll be in like a different mood or something. And I'll be like, wow, wouldn't that be like super fun to have? And then when it's in my hand, I'm like, gosh dang, are you even gonna be comfortable with like opening this and even smelling it, much less wearing it? And I am kind of smelling an Estee smell. Is this broken glass? Oh my God. You guys, it definitely smells like the classic Estee scent. It's definitely leaking everywhere. That's why I can smell it, you guys. It's definitely leaking powder in the mail from a stranger. That is what I have purchased, and I'm trying to make sure there's no broken glass. See, at the very, very slightest, I felt like I got kind of a good deal on this comparatively. A lot of people are selling the powder boxes that are supposedly new and unused for like $250 online. And I'm like, I mean, I understand why people are selling it for that much because they're never gonna make it again. But at the same time, like, I kind of get scared that I'm gonna have one of these moments and then I'm gonna be like, okay, are you really gonna like spend that much and then be too scared to use it? So at the very least, I think I paid only around $20 for this. You guys, the powder is going everywhere. And I will show you guys what this looks like because I thought the bottle at least would be pretty to display in this room. You guys, this is like, what the hell was I thinking? Powder's going everywhere. Can you guys see this bottle from all the way back here? Like, it's definitely the signature scent. I do love it, and I'm also afraid of it. You guys, I do this all the time. I do this with antiques. I do this with these kinds of things. I do this with vintage clothing. Why do I do the things I do? I don't know. Sometimes, you guys, I don't know. It is getting all over my skin, but it does smell like my signature scent. You guys, is this safe? I don't know. I'm having all kinds of thoughts and feelings. I'm excited. I'm terrified. They did say it was like new and unused, so the fact that it has, you know, leaked powder everywhere, that's pretty intriguing. I am gonna maybe take this outside tomorrow and get a better like look at this, because honestly I feel like I need to open this outside because there is like a bit of plastic where maybe this was sealed but it somehow became unsealed during the shipping process. So you guys, stay tuned for that clip, which is probably in this video now. Anyway, you guys, that's it for me today. I just thought that this would be kind of a fun little discussion to have. I don't know why. It smells really good. It smells just like my signature scent, which will be comforting. You guys, I will get over it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes at first I can be like a little bit, not scared, but like, what's the word? Like hesitant or something of something. But then like I warm up to it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. So yeah, it is exciting. It has spilled everywhere and now the fragrance is like really like getting out of control. Should I wear this? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know like when perfumed body powder can potentially be hazardous. I don't know if it ever can. Guys, either way, it's like wafting in the air now. Do I need an air purifier? Maybe. Anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments down below. Do y'all have a discontinued product that no matter how many years go by, you just can't get over it? You always wish that they would like bring back that original formula. Now, several years ago, y'all did tell me that supposedly Estee did reformulate again, or they came out with something that was meant to be called like Estee Pure, or like some, you know what I'm saying? Like a little micro reformulation or something. And I do want to get a bottle of that and do like a blind smell challenge or something and see like, will I be able to distinguish the two? Something tells me I will, because I feel like that would be like breaking news if like Chanel No. 5 and stuff got to reformulate again back to the old and original formula. But yeah, anyway, you guys, that is it for me today, I guess. This is so random. Oh my god, this is almost like a tea vlog. You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much for having this weird late night experience with me. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Banana Pepper Squad today. And until I see you guys again, which is gonna be very, very soon, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sassy, stay banana peppery. I love you guys so much, and I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye!